Take a look at this. This is Deshaun Watson's pass chart against the Jaguars, next-gen stats. 22, 34, 186. He didn't throw a boatload downfield, but was on target, was on time. Kevin Stefanski talked about the day Deshaun Watson had against Jacksonville.
I thought offensively, Tom and Deshaun, obviously in particular, we played clean. We played on time, and I thought he spread the ball around, was very good in his reads really throughout the day, but kind of took what was there. If number one wasn't there, moved on to number two and played really clean.
Along those lines, he's always had to carry the load, regardless of where he is or was. Now that he's in his second year with you guys, does he seem to have a better grasp on he doesn't have to be the hero every time, that he has to, make good, smart plays, as you just referenced?
I think Deshaun understands how to win, first and foremost. And I think he understands that he'll do whatever it takes to win. I think he's like a lot of the great quarterbacks out there. They're prepared to do whatever it takes to find a way to win.
Scott, the first week, that offense just looked so disjointed, and at least I didn't feel like they were kind of making it up as they were going into the huddle yesterday. There was some purpose, some cohesion. I mean, 9-minute drives in the NFL will give you that look.
Yeah, it was certainly, the start was so much better, and that's the beginning point for me between week one and week two. I thought Kevin Stefanski's scripted plays were really good. We probably saw all of them in a 16-play drive. There's a bigger commitment to the run game. And I don't know if that's a reaction to week one or just the Jaguars, the matchup you want to exploit with the run or whatever. You don't have David Njoku, so you want to run instead of pass as much. Whatever the case, I think the commitment to the run early helped settle everything down and took some pressure off Watson, which was important. It was more efficient. The operation was better. All of it, especially in the first half. Things got really stagnant in the second half. But as bad as Watson looked in week one, and a lot of that was, to me, slow decision-making and not making the right read and hanging on to the ball forever. There was much less of that against the Jaguars. He did, especially on the first drive, but throughout, got rid of the ball on time most of the time. Seemed to make the right read. And it was a contrast. I don't know if you guys talked about it last week or even saw it, but Kurt Warner did a 55-minute breakdown of 19 Watson plays against Dallas, where just couldn't figure out why he was making the decisions he was making. And it felt almost night and day, week one to week two.
Well, the other thing that really stood out, Foreman got involved a whole lot earlier, and I'm hoping we see more of that because I think that is more effective.
Yeah, it's interesting. He didn't have a carry against the Cowboys. I think he played one snap. And then yesterday, he comes out, starts, I think he gets the first carry, winds up with 14 carries, only 42 yards. So he averages 3 a carry, which isn't great. Obviously, it's below average. But I think he gives you something that maybe Jerome Ford doesn't. And that's a straight-ahead runner, a move-the-pile runner. I don't think he's got breakaway speed, but you don't always need that. You need consistency. And then I think he's a good complement to Ford, who I thought looked good yesterday. He only carried 4 times, but 64 yards. And it wasn't just the 36-yarder on that fourth down. I went back and was watching it today. There looked to me like several, 6, 8-yard runs from Ford. I thought he was more aggressive and more kind of put his foot in the ground and went, more decisive than he was in week one, even though I thought he was okay in week one.
Yeah, no, I would agree he was better. I just think the combination kind of makes sense.